Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is a digital asset space. Good evening. Wow. I just cannot believe what I just read. What in the world? What is the identifier for the New York State? What is the identifier? Is it NYDFS? What in the world did they just green light 10 cryptos? 10 cryptos for custody, 8 for listing. What? Did I just read that? OMG. What is going on, guys? Wow, that is something else. Hopefully you guys can hear it. My sounds feel like it's a little on the weird side. Can you guys hear me okay? Hopefully you guys can hear me fine. Let's see what I got going on here. No news there. What's going on, Lingua Franca? How are you, my friend? Good to see you. TJ Jackson is in the building. The XRP Shaman. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. The best intro in the XRP community. Appreciate that, bro. Shout out to who let the bulls out. He's the one who put that together for me, and I am forever grateful. Danny Loft is in the building. What's up, brother? The money man himself. What's going on, Danny Loft? 5x5. That's from one air traffic controller to another. Danny Loft. Absolutely, guys. So what in the world? Did I just see that? What's going on with my banners? I don't know what happened to my banners. Very odd. Very, very odd. Did I just see that? Did I really see that? That is something, right? That's some big news. Sip a little drink as I dedicatedly smash the like button. Says Deep Mind. Good to see you, brother. Absolutely. Got one of my favorite libations right here. Got my ginger tea. Absolutely. Can't do my favorite because I got some big time training to do tomorrow. Gosh, one at 11:30, one at and there's some major training to do at 2:00. So yeah, so can't get to the Patron tonight, but perhaps another night. NYDFS, something like that. What's up, Birdtown Music Group? What's going on, my friend? Danny Loft said he was number 7 to smash the likes. I hope you guys took the chance. If you do, smash the like on the way in. If you didn't, don't worry. Just collapse the chat and go smash the like button. So yeah, we're going to cover that. That is interesting. Came across an interesting blog from Galgatron. It was an interesting read. I was on Twitter and someone said something, made some comments about it, positive remarks about it. So I thought I could check it out. Perhaps we'll share that with the family as well. Good to see you. Fiat is king. Fiat is king. Wow, that's heavy right there, brother. How are you? How are you doing tonight, man? Edward Franzklowski is here. What's up, Edward? Good to see you. Yeah, so that's interesting. James Rule is in the building. What's up, brother? Big time content creator and adding value to the community on the regular. How are you? Galgatron the Great. Yeah, just ask him. Just ask him. Absolutely. Manny, what's up, brother? Manny CYZ is here. Life is good. All the fam's here. 39 people in the stream. Please make sure you smash the like. And if you haven't had a chance to subscribe to the channel, you can do that. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell. Bro, XRP is here. What's up, bro? Yeah, she's in the top 10 for custody. She's in the top 10 for custody, not listing, however. We're going to talk about that. Deep Mind, what do you think about that? You know, maybe it's just early in the game. We're going to talk a little bit about what is the significance of having those 10 being listed for custody. And again, 8 out of the 10 being listed for green light for listing. So they had a green light for custody and they had a green light for listing. 10 assets for custody, and 8 out of those 10 made the green light for listing as well. What do you make about that, Deep Mind? Ethereum Classic and XRP did not make the final cut for listing. What do you think about that? What do you guys think about that? That's an interesting. I saw that, thought, that's interesting. Jonathan Batista, how are you, my friend? Where are you checking in from, Jonathan? Before I tell you about how I feel about Elrond, where are you checking in from, brother? Wow, is that right? That's interesting. That is very interesting. But as long as she gets the nod, right, Robert? That's the most important thing for her to get the nod. For sale is in the building. Yes, it has been a while, my friend. Good to see you. For sale is here. Deep Mind says, James who? What is James who? What is that about, Deep Mind? Oh, love James videos too. Oh, okay. Who is James? Robert Ewing. I'm curious. That's what Deep Mind is asking. Who is James? Who's James? Is that CKJ? Robert? That might be CKJ. I think it is CKJ. I think someone told me, I was speaking on the phone, said his name is James. That might be it. Mark Escudera. Hey, brother. What's good with you, Mark? Mark, where are you checking in from, bro? I don't think I've seen that name in the chat before. I love my Latino community. What's good with you? Where are you checking? Is that Latino? V-Chain says, pay me money baggage. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. I'd love to see what you think about that, Deep Mind. 8 out of the 10 made it to the green light for listing. Ethereum Classic and XRP did not get the green light for the listing. Interesting. The Deep Mind says, I believe it's a primer for what the OCC will clarify this fall. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Absolutely. I believe it's a primer for what the OCC will clarify this fall. Absolutely. So, yeah, we'll go over that a little bit. Trey Hauser is in the building. What's good, Trey? Good to see you here tonight. We're definitely going to go over that article for sure. Danny Loft, we're going to cover that a little bit. All right. I would love to hear where you guys are checking in from. Mark said he's from Cali. Oh, that's what's good. Good to see you. Well, good to see you in the stream, Mark from Cali. Indeed. I always ask because I'm always looking to hook up with business-minded people in Mexico and Colombia. Crypto Keepers is in the building. Crypto Keeper. What's up, brother? How are you? Trey is from Pittsburgh. Yep. So Jonathan, it was 2 people that I asked. I asked Mark and I asked the dude who asked me about Elrond. Mark is actually, oh, you're Filipino. Oh, very good. Very good. Very good. Yeah, we do business in the Philippines as well, my friend. Love from New York. From Newark. What in the world? Newark, New Jersey. How about that, Jonathan? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Ecuador. What? Are you in Ecuador, my friend? Oh, that is what's good. I love that. I love that. Ecuador is checking in the stream, Deep Mind. Absolutely. So we're going to go over that. I mean, the market is what the market is, right? What's BTC? Like 11.7, something along those lines? Ricardo from Haiti to Miami Beach. How about that? Nice. The Philippines. It's good to see, man. We got crypto out. So you're from the Philippines, but you're living in Cali. What is Mark? What is the kind of sentiment? Is there excitement in the Philippines that you know about digital assets, bro? I would love to know that. That would be really cool. I'm telling you, it's our chance to win. Digital assets is our chance to win. Guys, do me a favor and let the people on Twitter know the Crypto Siege is live. I would definitely appreciate that. Definitely would appreciate that. Now, who asked me about Elrond? I wanted to answer his question. Someone said, what are your thoughts on ERD? Who was that? Josh is here. What's up, Josh? Good to see you, brother. XRP not intended for common folk. No, it was not. Too late now, though. Too late now. Yeah, so green light for custody. XRP got the green light for custody, Shaman, but not listing. Interesting. Somebody asked me that. I think that is the Hester Pierce date, brother Danny Loft. I think that is when they're going to give the nod, if you will, for Hester. Yep. Who asked me about ERD? Speak up now or forever hold your peace. Who asked about ERD? That was me, brother. Oh, Jonathan. Okay, cool. Gotcha. And you did tell me where you were from, didn't you? Yeah, man. I'm a big fan of ERD, bro. Big fan of ERD. Absolutely. This isn't 2017. That's right. This is a whole new thing. And I have to tell you, it's better for us today than it was in 2017, in my humble opinion. In my humble opinion, I think for whatever it's worth, we come with a little bit more clout. I think we come with a little bit more of people taking this space more serious than they did in the past. I really do believe that. So Dustin Dio is here. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Yeah, absolutely. So the answer to your question, Jonathan, yeah, big fan of ERD. Yeah, we talked about that on the channel a couple of times for sure. So let's go over a couple of things here. Let's go over some of the stuff we're going to talk about for sure. I appreciate you guys hanging out on a Saturday night. I got to tell you, I appreciate you guys being here. I actually shaved and everything. I put my pretty face on for you guys tonight. Let's see what we're going to go over. Yeah, New York regulator fast tracks 10 cryptocurrencies. We're definitely going to go over that. Shout out to XRP Crypto Wolf. Man, that dude, I got to tell you, always bringing value to the community on the regular. And then I'm going to ask you guys, what do you guys know about Atomic Wallet and the Trust Wallet? And do me a favor, just if you would, put a comment out there now. Trust Wallet or Atomic Wallet? What's your choice? I would love to hear that. Atomic Wallet or Trust Wallet? I would love to hear that. We're going to talk about that a little bit. What else do we have? Trust Wallet is good. Same exchange rule. I do like that the Trust Wallet kind of recognizes every single ERC20 token. I believe that is a really, really cool deal. What else are we going to talk about here? What is this? Oh, so a little conversation with Dan. I believe it's Dan. What is his last name? Dan Moorhead from Pantera. I'm going to cover that as well. XRP will be one of the few crypto assets to survive, says the Pantera CEO, Dan Moorhead. It feels as though something came out about him saying that very thing about a year ago, maybe a little bit longer than a year ago. All right, so we got one person said the trust. We got a couple people said, Peter Chung says, I use the Atomic Wallet. What's up, Peter? How are you, bro? DH, time to move on to what, bro? Time to move on to what? I'm waiting for the Atomic Wallet to stake ZIL. Yeah. I like the Atomic Wallet. You can just stake. If you put it there, it's automatically in staking. I do like that. I read a review. Listen, this one person's review kind of outlining, putting out the different. He just did a review on the two wallets, and of course he's gonna, do his thing at the end there, right? Just doing the marketing thing, and so I'm more than likely going to use his link for one or the other, right? He took the time to add value, so I will, show him some love there. But I'm trying to figure out which one. I'm leaning more towards Atomic, but I might just get both, right? I mean, I might just get both because I think the idea of being able to do all the single ERC20 tokens is a really, really cool deal. Atomic Wallet, though, is really about your private keys, right? So they set that up for every single asset, where Trust Wallet just has one private key for all of them. So, XRP Gal, what did you miss? Nothing. We're just hanging out, getting to know one another. We got some people checking in from Ecuador. How crazy is that? So my dude is from checking in all the way from Cali is here. Someone's from Haiti, now living in Miami Beach. So we just get ready to get to know each other a little bit. You know how we do, XRP Gal. Oh, that's not good. It disappeared. That's not a good thing right there, man, Michael Angelos. I'm sure it's out there somewhere in the ERC20 world. You just got to check the blockchain figure out how to retrieve it. D Grails is in the building. What's going on, Siege? What's up with you, D Grails? Good to see you. Fiat is King says Atomic is great. So it's about 50-50. Okay. Paul S is checking in from Portland. Birdtown Music Group, Exodus. Yep, that was my first wallet, actually. Well, besides the regular blockchain wallet, Exodus was my first. Love Exodus. Love it. And I like that they're evolving as a company, trying to grab market share in this space. I absolutely love that as well. Danny Loft, what is WigerScan.io, bro? What is that, brother? Yeah, that's not good. Ecuadorian government not so friendly on crypto. Yeah. Give us some time, brother. Give us some time. Who said peace? Who's leaving already? Peace, XRP Warriors. Time to sell and get more risky. What does that mean, DH? XRP Gal. Good to see you in the stream, miss. That's a great question. Look at you, always bringing it. Does that mean that Celsius will be in New York? I don't know. That's a great point. I don't know. I do know that California got the green light with Celsius, but I don't know about New York yet. But my thinking is if California got it, XRP Gal is looking good for New York as well. I'm going to go over the list of some of the people that got the green light. And I just find it very, very interesting. I'm wondering what you guys think of that. I mean, I saw some of them. Of course, I expected BTC and ETH. And of course, I expected XRP. But some of those things, I'm going to go over it with you guys and share with you guys. I just found it very, very interesting. I think I'm thinking what that means is that they passed some right? They met some requirements, obviously, right? But I think also maybe some demand, right? Some demand somewhere, right? So listen, you're going to get the blessings like that from the NYDFS or whatever they call themselves, the New York State Financial Services, something, right? It's got to mean something. It's got to mean something. All right, so let's go over this article a little bit. Let's share the screen. Again, guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out on a Friday night. I know you guys could be a lot of other Saturday night. I know you guys could be at a lot of other different places. So I definitely appreciate you guys hanging out with the Crypto Siege. All right, so here it is here. New York regulators fast tracks 10 cryptocurrencies or digital assets, as we like to say on this channel. The New York State Department of Financial Services has created a green list of pre-approved digital assets for custody, servicing, and listing. And oh, by the way, if I didn't mention it, if you guys could just get on the Twitter real quick, those of you who hang out there, and let them know that the Crypto Siege is live, I would definitely appreciate that. So the New York State Department of Financial Services has created a green list of pre-approved digital assets for custody, service, and listing. Meanwhile, crypto-friendly SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce, also known as Crypto Mom, has been confirmed for another term at the commission. So the New York regulators digital asset green list. Interesting. So the New York State Department of Financial Services, the BIT license regulator, has published a green list comprising of 10 digital assets for custody and 8 digital assets for listing. Any licensed entity may use coins on the green list for their approval purposes. Wow. Well, wow. So my first thing is, well, let me go through them first, and then I'll put the questions to the family in the chat. The 10 digital assets are Binance USD, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, Ethereum, Gemini Dollar, Litecoin, Pax Gold, and Paxos Standard. Interesting. And Ripple, XRP. Can't believe I just said that. And XRP. The same digital assets are approved for listing except for Ethereum Classic and XRP. Interesting. If a licensed entity decides to use a coin on the green list, it must inform the DFS prior to beginning its use, the regulator noted. Isn't that interesting? So here's the list here. First of all, the fact that we have 10 is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. Have a couple of questions for you guys, though. The green list follows guidance proposed by the DFS in December of last year, which includes proposals for coin adoption or listing options that the regulator wanted to make available to crypto entities. The DFS Department of Financial Services, will maintain an updated list of all digital assets permitted for crypto companies' business activities without its prior approval, as long as such listed coins had not been subject to any material modification, division, or change after the listing on the DFS webpage. The green list, the regulator emphasized. Let me read that again. The Department of Financial Services will maintain an updated list of all digital assets permitted for crypto companies' business activities without its prior approval. Got it. As long as such listed coins had not been subject to any material modifications. In other words, that they already put them out there and hadn't got the green light already, it's already cool. So crypto companies can create a coin listing or adoption policy tailored to the specific business model and risk profile. If approved by the Department of Financial Services, the company would be able to self-certify the listing or adoption of new coins in addition to those on the green list without any further approval from the DFS. The guidance regarding the adoption or listing of digital assets can be found here. The guidance regarding the adoption or listing. That might be something that we want to check out. Let me do this for now. Let's do this. Maybe we'll look into that a little bit later. There's the guidance right there. Okay. We'll look at that a little bit later. Meanwhile, the United States Senate has confirmed Hester Peirce, crypto-friendly, cool commissioner, or often known as Crypto Mom. Yep. In February, she announced her token safe harbor proposal, which she described as a proposal to fill a gap between regulation and decentralization. Absolutely. So what do you guys think about that list? What do you guys think about that list? That's an interesting list right there, right? Very, very interesting list. Where is that? There it is. It's an interesting list, in my opinion. Mike Litt is in the building. How are you, Mike? Hey there, Robert. Priscilla says, I'm going to another state to open my Celsius account. I hear that. No, Daniel Off, that's an interesting point that I wanted to bring up as well. XRP is not in the other 8 for listing, only custody. So it's only in the 10 for custody, not for the listing. I found that to be very, very interesting. XRP and Ethereum Classic. Interesting. But again, let's not forget that the guy who created the bit license and, basically was shutting everything out one time is, I believe, now on the Ripple board. I forget the guy's name. I don't know, Trey. I don't know why XRP for custody, but not for a listing. I don't know. It's very interesting. It's the same MH. The 8 for listing are the same as the 10 for custody. It's the same, except for XRP and Ethereum Classic did not make the green list for listing. Yeah, they're trying to shake us out still, huh? Shaw, man, I heard that, man. The Bulls are here finally. Yes, Darcy B. Good to see you, my friend. Darcy B is in the building. Good to see you, bro. So, yeah. So I don't know. What's up, Mike Lit? SaturnNet 1 is here. Wow, I haven't seen you in a while, SaturnNet 1. Good to see you. So my first thing is, what is up with Paxos Gold and Pax? What is it? Paxos Standard and Pax Gold. Danny Loft, what's up with those? Like, what is up with those? What do you think about now, does that mean, I'm wondering if the others have already got their thing or not? I don't know, but Binance USD and Gemini USD are stable coins. Interesting. So maybe some of the others have already gotten this thing from the Department of Financial Services out of the state of New York. And maybe they're just making a big deal out of them now, right? Because, Binance USD, it certainly can't be ahead of something like USDC, right? So maybe that's it. But Paxos, I think that list, now look, I know we got something that says what the guidelines were about. So they kind of, they give you a little guidance for what they decided to do, how they decided to come up with this particular list. Yeah, no reason to cash out. Exactly. Absolutely not. There is just not. There really isn't any longer. Leverage your assets, my friends. Think and act like the wealthy do. The New York banks want that New York money for retirement accounts. XRP Gal, you can bet your bottom dollar on that one. That is without question. So what do you think? I mean, I know they got their little list for the little guidance for how they came up with that list. But for me, when I saw Paxos Standard and Paxos Gold, Binance USD, I'm thinking this got to be like the demand. Gemini, both Gemini and Binance USD to me seems like money. Like they had some money to get something done. That's what it feels like to me. But it's got to be like, for me, feels like there's some demand. Like, so if there was some digital assets that you were looking to diversify into, it may want to be some in those, in that 10. You know what I'm saying? Because certainly that's got to be good news for them. I don't even know. I heard someone tell me something. It was great to have Paxos Gold. I don't know what Paxos Gold is. Yeah. D Grails, what do you mean by? How can we get a video of you actually showing us what sites to use or exchange apps we can use to leverage our assets? Well, when I say leverage, D Grails, I am talking about earning interest on your assets, number one. And number two, instead of selling your assets, and again, this is Crypto Siege's journey, and something that we talk about on Generational Wealth Wednesday, is taking advantage of the Celsius platform, for which I am proud to say I'm a member, an ambassador, right, for the Celsius platform. Like, instead of cashing out, leveraging your loan, right? Doing a collateralized loan on your assets, right? Collateralized loan on your assets, because, ultimately, right? Two things. Number one, I believe we're moving from an asset-based economy to that's not right. I believe we're moving from a debt-based economy to an asset-based economy. I believe that with everything in me. That's what we're doing. And so I think if given the opportunity, I was just talking to Miss Crypto Siege about this yesterday morning. because I had heard Alex Mashinsky say something that I don't believe I've heard him say before. And he said that you can take your digital asset, of course, he's using BTC as an example, but you can take your digital asset, turn it into USDC. Okay, so if you have $1,000 worth of an asset, you turn it into USDC. Okay, it's not a taxable event. Of course, you got to check with your attorney and your particular state and country, but right now, currently in the States, that's not a taxable event. You take that $1,000 and you can get a loan. It's a 1-for-1 loan, $1,000 loan, right? So if you have 1,000 in value, you can get a $1,000 loan. If you have 10,000 in value, you turn that 10,000 in value to USDC, you can get a $10,000 loan. Okay. You take this loan, you pay the minimum of 6 interest. You pay the minimum of 6 months interest on the Celsius platform, right? It's not principal and interest, right? There's no fees. There's no origination fee. There's, right? None of that. 6 months of interest is the minimum you have to pay. In other words, you can't say, oh, and get the loan and then 2.5 months later, pay it all back, right? So they're going to still charge you 6 months of interest, but you can pay it off at your pace. But what that allows you to do is to not be, it's really a good way of deferring on taxes, okay? In the end, that's what it is, okay? Do the loan, pay the loan back, you get that same money back in USDC. Do what you want to do with your USDC, which me personally, I'm staying in the digital asset space. You know, besides my dividend paying whole life insurance policy, besides that dividend paying pays me interest and dividends, besides that, I'm staying in digital assets. Now, remember, the dividend paying whole life insurance also has a death benefit to it, right? So I'm getting 3 things: the death benefit, I'm getting interest, I'm getting the dividends, right? Never miss a dividend over 100 years, right? So I'm doing that. But in terms of Celsius, right? Think about that. No credit check, right? You don't have to walk in, you know, put on your best attire and try to convince some dude on the other side of the table that you're worthy of a loan, okay? You don't have to do any of that. No credit check, right? Your assets is your assets. Your assets are your assets. You understand you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely love that. And you're right, 10,000% deep mind. We are about that. Be your own banker. Where did that go? Be your own banker. No credit required. Yeah, so I have a link in the description for all of my videos on the Celsius network. And again, I'm a proud ambassador of the Celsius platform. I believe that it is the best place for you and I to win, that a place that is looking out for our interests, the average Joe and the average Jane's best interest. They pay 80% back of the yield that they make. They pay it back to the people who deposit their coins onto the platform. 80%. They're paying 90% on the staking tokens that they're going to be listing in the next couple or few weeks. So, but you're right, be your own banker. By the way, if you're not familiar with the concept of becoming your own banker, I strongly encourage you to read Becoming Your Own Banker by R. Nelson Nash. Strongly encourage you to do that. Like a must read in this day and time, an absolute must read, in my humble opinion. So that's what I mean by leveraging your assets. So the platform that I'm talking about, my friend, is the Celsius network, because it promotes by default very, very, very sound financial fundamentals, saving, earning on your savings, okay, your assets, right? And by the way, Celsius pays interest on the interest that you earn, and then leveraging your assets to go do things that you want to do versus liquidating your assets to go do what it is that you want to do. Again, that's, for me, for sure. Why do I need a loan if I have assets? If I have money, see, Yeah, so that's a great point. Yeah, no worries, bro. No worries. Absolutely. Ask away, brother. That's why we're here. And so D Grows asked a very important question. But why do I need a loan if I have whoa, where did that go? But why do I need a loan if I have assets? If I have money, then why do I need a loan? Please bear with me. I'm trying to understand. And so here's the difference, right? When you say if you have money, how do you have money? Right? So we're talking, how do you have that money? Is that money in the digital assets, or you already have fiat dollars, right? Or if you already have fiat dollars, that's another thing. So we're talking about in the digital asset space, right? In the digital asset space. And another, what I do know this is that a lot of people take advantage of that and to go build businesses, build companies, right? I know a very successful person who used that same principle of leveraging assets, right? Now, this was through dividend paying whole life insurance, right? And built a big time, major successful business and actually became the owner of the Dallas Cowboys with the same principle, with that very same principle, leveraging the assets, right? Paying back yourself. And for me, I feel like it's the Celsius network is very, very similar to the dividend paying whole life insurance and the principle behind becoming your own banker. Very, very similar. So, and the reason for that, again, is once you go from I'm talking digital assets, once you go from that into USD, number one, you no longer hold the asset. It's gone. Right? And now you're in USD, which makes, if you're in this country, the United States, taxable event. Right? The purpose, in my opinion, why I do LTVs and collateralized debt positions is because I can take the value of my assets, leverage it as collateral, and get income that is not taxable. Okay, you can get money into your bank, or you can get USDC or T as a stable coins. Two choices. Money into your bank. It's not taxable if you LTV it. It's taxable if you go out of fiat. If you go out of digital assets into fiat. Taxable event. And now your assets are gone. They're gone. If you do it the other way, not taxable, and you still hold your assets. You don't lose the asset. Because I firmly believe, in deep mind, you might want to, if you chime in on this if you agree or not, if I believe we are moving from a debt-based society to an asset-based economy. So from debt-based economy to an asset-based economy. I believe that. I remember when BK and Cryptopoulos talked about that on their show not too long ago. I believe that. It depends on how you do the loan, TJ Jackson. But it depends on how you do the loan. You don't have to put it in a USDC first. You don't have to. It depends on what kind of loan you want to do, right? You can do the assets where you don't go into USDC, and you take your assets. You can do a 1% loan at 25% loan to value. You can do a 3.9% loan at 33% loan to value on the asset itself, or you can do a 50% loan to value on a 7.95% loan, right? And so that's just the asset. Your asset is the collateral. If it's Ethereum is the collateral, right? Right. That's the deal, right? So again, I'm listening to Alex Mashinsky the other day, and I'll share the video with you. He mentioned take that BTC and go into USDC, right? So for example, BTC, go into that, and it's 1-to-1 now. It's 1-to-1, right? It's 1-to-1. The difference between the asset as collateral and USDC as collateral is that there is no going up in USDC. Your $10,000 of USDC is $10,000 of USDC, right? There is no going up in value where you might have more leverage to do something. Whereas an asset you might have $5,000 worth of Ethereum, and a month later, you now have $10,000 worth of that Ethereum that you can opt to go higher in your loan value if you want to. So that's the difference, right? You're taking a shot at losing the appreciation of your digital asset when you put it into USDC and do a loan that way. The other part, or the flip end of that, it's 1-to-1. Whereas if you do it with the asset, straight up with the asset, TJ Jackson, it's not 1-to-1. The most that you get is 50% loan to value. I hope that makes sense, guys. Right? So what we're going to do in the Crypto Caesars home is when we want to go do something, or, you know, if we want to make a large purchase on something, and we're going to pay straight cash. Like, for example, if I want to purchase a Ferrari Portofino, love the Ferrari, right? I love the Portofino. If I want to go purchase that, right? Maybe 300,000, right? I would take 300,000 in assets that I have, turn it into USDC, okay? Go get that car and pay it off in cash. And instead of paying the car company interest in everything else, in being taxed, right? I just pay straight up cash for that. No payments, no interest, right? And I pay the loan back to Celsius, right? A platform that is supporting me, right? And more than likely, it's going to, you know, I don't know about a better rate. It all depends on what your credit is if you're outside of the world. But by me paying that 6 months of interest, if you will, at a minimum to Celsius, I'm supporting a platform that's supporting me. Tell me what you get when you go support out in the financial world. You go a car dealership or some other place where you have to get interest. How are they supporting you? That's the way I look at it. You're welcome, D. Grills. You're welcome. Absolutely. Distant deal. That's a great point, my friend. And here's a great topic to think about and discuss. Dustin Deal says, I think banks will offer the same loans on your crypto. Now, I don't think so. I don't think they will. I think that the best thing that the banks have for them is the guise or misdirection of security, of safety of your assets. I think that's, I don't see them. If they would, why wouldn't they do it? Why did they go away from that? Right? Why did they go away from it? And so in order to compete, they're going to have to do something, but I don't see it. I do not in any way think about this. On the Celsius platform, it pays up to 11% on stable coins. Without having a certain amount of cell tokens, they pay 8.69% on a stable coin. You're $1,000, 8.69%, $1,000 APY annually. Is someone telling me that a bank is going to pay you and I, a bank, 8.69% on your fiat dollars in a bank? I don't see it, Dustin. I really don't. I don't see it. The other challenge that I think banks are going to have is the awakening. When people finally become awake or awoke about the real deal, and if they can put their elephant hats on for a second and remember what happened in 2008 and 2009, why would you trust the bank with anything? Who's going to trust the bank with their keys? That's the biggest challenge, right? The biggest challenge is when the masses, after they are done onboarding and getting into the space, become aware, right, of the things where you don't lose your private key. Your private key is your private key, right? Is it another level of security? Is it another thing that you have to pay more attention to? Absolutely. But one day, You don't have to worry about waking up one morning and you can't get to the ATM. You can't get to your assets. That's a great question, Jacob's Ladder. And I will tell you this, is there's always a risk to it. So a couple of things. Number one, Celsius hasn't liquidated anyone ever. They haven't liquidated. I think they said maybe 1 or 2 institutions during that big thing that happened in March where everything crashed, right? So that's one thing I'd say to Celsius Band. They don't want to liquidate, right? And so I remember the couple of times where I got some email notices about, you got to add more of your digital asset to meet the balance or whatever. I had plenty of time to do that. They also give you another option, which I like, is look, if you got a $500 loan, and if you don't want to use your assets to make up that coming up on liquidation, just pay more money down, put $100 down instead of the digital asset, right? So that was another thing that I saw that you can do as an option as well. And they're very, very friendly and they're very, very responsive. So that's been my experience, right? I remember one time I got that notice and I emailed and I responded back and like, I thought I just this, whatever. So they respond quickly. Customer service is good. So of course, everything's always a risk. So there's the risk in dealing with Celsius, if you will, and earning interest on your assets and earning interest on that interest, or it's being in the bank under the guise of safe and not getting interest on your interest and risking not having access to your assets when you want to. Deep mind, 10,000% correct. You are either earning interest or you are paying interest. You're either earning interest or you're paying interest, right? And so you're either earning interest or you're losing the interest that you could have earned. By becoming your own banker. Very, very hugely important to understand. Again, if you don't understand that concept, I strongly recommend you read the book, Become Your Own Banker by R. Nelson Nash. It's a great read. It's a short read. You can read it in the night and get yourself, to learn a little bit more about what's kind of going on, right? Great point, Deep Mind. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, guys, that is there. Okay, so listen. I think this is great news. New York regulator fast tracks 10 different currencies. I think that 10 different digital assets. I think that is huge. Yeah. So again, you're right, Darcy, 100%. And so you got to be careful, right? You don't want to put 100% of something that you own and try to do something, right? So you got to be smart about the asset that you're going to put up there, right? Got to be smart, right? You could put your assets on the platform and just leave them on the platform and just earn 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11% interest. You could earn interest for a year or 2 or 3 or 4. Who determines what that is? And then do an LTV. You just made 4 years of interest, 3 years of interest on your assets, right? So for me, that's kind of where I am. But all right, guys, listen, 118 people on the stream. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit the like and hit the subscribe if you're enjoying the hangout without question. Right. And so absolutely. And again, Celsius has that reputation of that's just the fact of not liquidating. And so there's always other options to it, but you have to do your own homework and investigate for yourself how it worked. Will it work? For me, the Crypto Seizures Fund, we started out very, very small, right? Started out very small. Check it out, see how it goes. What's the notifications like if I'm coming up on some type of liquidation, right? Certainly never thought anywhere near putting anything up like 100% of my assets or 100% of my XRP. No, not even close. So, but I do think it's very, very, very interesting. And again, if you have reservations, please, you should not do it, right? You need to be 1000% comfortable about doing it before you even think about doing it, right? That's my recommendation, right? Be 1000% certain, right? Be 1000% certain that if it's coming up, you get an email notice or 2 email notices about you need to put a certain amount more in the asset in there to meet to the liquidation thing. And what if you don't have it, right? The other option is if you don't have it, you could put some cash in towards it, right? That's the other option. But again, if you don't have enough of a particular asset, don't do it, right? Definitely don't do it. Just put the asset on the platform and earn interest every single week, right? I mean, that's a great option, right? I put my assets on there, tons of assets now, right? I'm just earning interest every single week. Earn my interest every single week. And again, the bigger picture to it is, tell me about the bank, tell me about the financial institution, tell me about the platform that is looking out for you. That's the biggest thing. That's looking out for you. And in my opinion, after I've done all my homework and watched tons and tons of AMAs on Celsius Network and Alex Mashinsky, I discovered that was a platform that was looking out for my better half, looking out for me, that was going to pay me interest on my interest, that was going to promote saving and hodling, and it was going to give me an opportunity to think and act like the wealthy and leverage my assets versus liquidating the asset. Dan Rob's in the building. What's up, Dan Rob? Blackberry said he made 100K on Ethereum. Man, proud of you, bro. Good for you, man. Good for you, bro. 100K. That's nice. Good to see you in the stream, Black Betty. Good to see you in the stream without question. So who else we got? D'Angelo is here. What's up, my friend? What's going on? What is going on? It's good to see you. Yeah. Well, me personally, I just think Celsius, the platform, is going to be a beast. It's already got a couple billion on their assets or under management already. It's just barely, if it is even 3 years old. So yeah, for me, absolutely. Anchor is solid. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Anchor. What do you think about Anchor, Rocky Xavier? I like Anchor. I do. I have a nice bag of ANKR. Oh, Peter Chung, I opened a Celsius account, but have not used it yet. Gotcha. Absolutely. All right, and I will cover that question in a second. What was the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about? Oh, Dan Patera says XRP will be one of the Dan Moorhead from Patera Capital says XRP will be one of the few crypto assets to survive in 10 years from now. We're going to go over that article. That's a good one. Is it just a matter of sending a crypto to the Celsius address, just like what you would do with any other one? Yep, sure is. It is just like that. It's very user friendly, Peter Chung. You just got to, use the Celsius wallet and go through the steps to make that happen. Let's go with this article because, listen, Dan Moorhead, again, he's one of the guys that's I don't know if he's as prominent of a guy in the digital asset space as Barry Silbert, but he does have his own, he has his own cryptocurrency firm. Let's go over that article. Share screen. Where is that? XRP will be one of the few crypto assets to survive, says Pantera CEO. And here's why. This is from the Daily Hado. Pantera CEO Dan Moorhead believes XRP is one of only a handful of crypto assets that boast long-term sustainability. In a new interview with Thinking Crypto, shout out to Thinking Crypto. There's a guy always adding value to the community right there. Think Crypto. Dan Moorhead says Ripple, which owns more than half of the total supply of XRP and uses the cryptocurrency in one of its remittance platforms, is a highly productive member of the crypto industry, whether everyone likes it or not. This is a quote from Dan. I think Ripple has done a great job They are one of the big enterprises in our business. And they have hundreds of engineers building a lot of code and shipping code. Okay. And they're doing it in a little bit of a different way. I know there's a lot of purists in our industry that get almost religious about, oh, it's not totally decentralized or it's not whatever. It's the same thing with central bank coins. They're not decentralized, but we'll need that too, right? I see a world where we have 8 or 10 really important blockchains. 8 or 10 years from now. And XRP is going to be one of them. You know, guys like Dan Moorhead of Pantera Capital, they tend to be a little bit on the inside, right? They tend to be a little bit in the know, if you will. In any case, Pantera is an early investor in Ripple, along with 49 other blockchain startups. Moorhead says it's smarter to place multiple bets in the industry. These are his thoughts. In the industry, instead of hoping that one crypto company or coin takes over the whole market. Here's another quote from Dan. I don't have the view a lot of people do in our space. Like there's only one and only true heaven, and it has to be whatever it is, Ether or Bitcoin or whatever it is. They do different things, and it's kind of like in the early 90s being a Yahoo maximalist. Yeah, Yahoo is good, but there were 30 really important companies, and a portfolio should have had a little bit of all of those. How about that? And that's the way I feel about digital assets. Each of the 8 or 10 that are going to exist in 10 years are going to do its own thing. And I couldn't agree with Dan even more anymore. I really, really do believe that. And so this is a guy who knows a little bit about making some money, right? Right? What's going on, Legendary? Good to see you in the stream. You know, absolutely good to see you in the stream without question. You know, and so, nope, XRP is not a perfect world. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. What's up, Pay Me Money Bag? It's good to see you on the stream. I agree. So many can't do what Celsius can. Pay Me Money Bag, because I agree with you 1,000%. Yes, indeed. All right, Deep Mind. I'll talk to you soon, brother. Appreciate you being here, bro. All right. So, yeah, guys, I mean, I think that's big time news that the New York Department of Financial Services went ahead and gave a green list, if you will, to 10 digital assets for custody, and 8 of those 10 made the list also for listing. I do think that's important. I have to do my homework a little bit on Paxos Standard and Paxos Gold. I find it very, very curious that those two made the cut. Both ways, custody and listing. Rocky Xavier, big fan of ANKR, brother. I got to tell you. You can use Uniswap, work until I die. Uniswap or the Liquid Exchange to buy, sell. Uniswap, buy some ETH, use the ETH to buy, sell tokens. Hey, Sam, how are you, my friend? Sam J. Kaloff. I don't know, Trey. It's really, really hard to say. It's really, really very, very hard to say. You know, but it looks like things are moving quicker than I think what we thought. I mean, with the OCC and Brian Brooks doing what he said, I mean, he's just getting started. Digital assets, Jared, how are you? Jared, how are you, my friend? What's up, Siege? Blessings, my guy. Blessings to you too, brother. Peace B says VeChain. Yes, you know we're big fans of VeChain on this channel, without question. We are big fans of VeChain. Guys, do me a favor. We try to have just as many likes as we have people in the stream. If you haven't had a chance to smash the like yet, no worries. Just collapse the chat, go smash the like if you're enjoying and hang out, and then come back and hang out. XRP Lava, is always great to see you in the stream. See, did I miss anyone coming in? Lamart is here as well. That's right. Time to start thinking and acting like financial institutions, Lamart. That, my friends, is without question. Without question. Oh, so you got some chain link, huh? I got a little bit of chain link. Rocky got a little bit. I don't have that much. I'm still kind of debating whether I should go, kind of go, not all in, but obviously, I only put a couple $100 in the chain link, right? So I didn't put a lot of money in the chain link. So, but yeah, I do like Anchor. I think what they're doing is going to be, I think it's, they got their own niche, and I think they're ahead in that niche. Whether or not they'll get competition, don't know, right? Again, one of the things that's always important to note with these digital assets, hopefully they have companies behind them, right? With some marketing, right? With the CMO, with the CTO, right? With a CFO and a COO and a CEO, right? Hopefully. And so that they can go out and attempt to compete in the marketplace for what they offer. In the end, that's what we're betting on, right? That they will win. Whether it be short-term wins or long-term wins, in the end, that's what we're betting on. What's up, Jamarcus South? I missed you checking in, bro. Good to see you here. X Lion X. How are you? X Lion XIZX. Good to see you. Paul S is here. Yeah. Absolutely. I agree with that, Paul. Yeah, I'm trying to stay in the digital assets as much as humanly possible, not trying to, I don't want to liquidate, because I just think, again, I believe we're moving from a debt-based economy to a asset-based economy. I really, really do believe that. I really, really do. Yeah, I know Celsius and Chainlink, they did hook up, Paul Bogo. Yep. Morris Prince is here. What's up, Morris Prince? I didn't see you check in. Is he here? Morris Prince C7 is in the building. There he is. Yeah, starting making. I hope so. Because that's right now. That's just about all I did. If that, really, to be honest with you. Like, I had some, sold some, and then went back and said, you know what? Let me buy some. So. Absolutely. So there it is, guys. That's the news. Yeah, I wish they add VeChain to Coinbase too, Mr. Hellstorm. That would be really nice. Does Celsius operate in all the states? No, Jacob's Ladder. They're not in all the states yet. I think like New York for sure or not. Perhaps Texas as well. Just off the top of my head, those would be two. DC Precise is in the building. Yo, Siege, what's good, my man? How's your Zill bags looking, bro? Not good. Not good, DC Precise. I don't have any Zill. Oh, my name is just Lion Eyes. Oh, okay. All right, brother Lion Eyes. Good to see you here. All right, guys. Listen, I'm going to wrap up the stream. I got to head out of here, get some things done. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you guys being here without question on a Saturday night. That is really, really cool. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, I never looked at it that way. Paul Bogle never looked at it that way. That's for sure. So, yeah, interesting time for sure. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you tuning in tonight as well. Glad I tuned in tonight. Jacob's Ladder, Crypto Siege, great info. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out. Don't forget to smash a like on the way out. Again, we're trying to get just as many likes as we do have viewers in the stream. I'm going to end this stream by reminding you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.